Hi, welcome to Mike Scott Plumbing. My name is Casey Doherty. I'm a representative of Mike Scott Plumbing, and you're at our Citrus County office. Come on inside and we'll meet some of the folks that work here. Hi, welcome to our entranceway. I'd like to introduce you to Carol Longnecker. She is our first approach when somebody comes into one of our offices over here, and she's also helps with the phones, accounts receivable, and we were lucky enough to get her about 1.5 years ago. She came to us for part-time, and we haven't let her leave since. As you can see, we have some of the faucet displays that you can see as you're coming through here, but this is actually nothing. We have a whole showroom that we're able to show you later on as well. If you come over here, this is a conference room where the Scotts meet once a month. This is a family-owned business. Mike Scott, his wife Pat, the 3 children, Sean, Tracy, and Jason. They meet here once a month, talk about what goes on, and then from there, they make decisions as what you see happens on a day-to-day basis. When you're visiting our showroom, we're making selections on there. If you have children, we also have this set up where the children can actually do their homework, play video games, and just sit and relax and in the comfort, and the parents can take their time making their selections without having to worry about their children there. Also, Tracy has 2 children that sometimes after school they'll come here and mom can keep an eye on right from across the hall. And here's where the money's at. Here's one of the owners, Tracy Hine, and this is where we come when all the promotional items that we do, we come over here to try to pay for them. She also does our payroll, insurance, and she is the money side of the business over here. So, Tracy, how are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you, Casey.
Can you tell the folks a little more about what you do for Mike Scott Plumbing besides the obvious on there?
Well, I do the payables, of course, you know, pay all the bills. I do payroll. I do a lot of the bidding. I don't do the commercial, but I do the residential bidding. I've done that for 20-something years.
How old were we when you started over here, Chase?
17.
17 years.
Mm-hmm.
So all the Mike Scott children, the 3 children, have all worked here since they're from high school all the way up till now, to their young adult life. Tracy's being very modest. She's also involved in all of the donations and stuff that we do around Citrus County and the other 6 counties that we do. She's an integral part of the program. She also does all the bidding for the showrooms, new homes, and our high-profile customers Tracy takes care of. So thanks, Tracy. We won't be bothering you anymore today, but appreciate it.
Thank you.
The whole reason we're here, and the name of the building, Mike Scott Plumbing, I'd like to introduce you to Mike and Pat Scott, the owners of Mike Scott Plumbing. This past year, we just celebrated 25 years of plumbing. Not bad for 2 people that started out with driving bus part-time. And Mike wasn't born with a silver spoon, he was born with a shovel, and all this was built up from him from day-to-day activities and to go out doing the sales himself. Now, you guys have celebrated 25 years last year through here. What a journey has kind of went through between now and then. If I might add, I know that you guys started just the 2 of you. Pat, you drove bus during the day and did plumbing at night, and Mike, you just went to work during the day, knocking on doors in between lunchtime, and from here to there is quite a journey. Tell us a little bit about, now I know that you've got 3 children that are involved in the business, and tell us a little bit about, you guys have taken kind of a secondary role now and let the children kind of evolve and take over what you guys have started. The funny thing is, from the outside looking in as your employee, I see that all 3 of your children all have a little bit of your personalities. You know, we got Jason, who runs over the Wildwood office over there, runs the construction, kind of like Mike and likes his hands in with the crew and that. We got Tracy, Pat, who kind of takes after you and takes care of all the financial end of it and everything. And when we've got Sean, who we'll meet later, who is the idea guy and actually likes to keep things rolling and likes something different all the time. What would you say was one of the biggest reasons for your success from where you were 25 years ago until now?
Well, probably biggest reason for success. Well, hard work takes a lot of success. So a lot of it is hard work, and it's not just through us, it's through the employees. So you can't have a success without good employees. So that's definitely a #1 thing. As far as the way the business runs with you mentioned Tracy, Sean, and Jason. that they all work well together. They had respect. They were taught how to do it the right way by Mike, regardless whether it was construction or inside making your customers happy or whatever. And once we reached that point where we felt like we needed to turn a little bit more responsibility over to the three of them, it let us step back from the picture a little bit and enjoy the not 16-hour days anymore, you know, and let them run with it and see what they could do with it. And they, you know, done an excellent job.
And you guys have always supported the employees. I know I'm one of them.
Absolutely.
But, so,
you can't have a good business without good customers and good employees.
You both preach on that time and time again. How everybody has a vital role in making it a success, and it is definitely a pleasure to work with you guys. And I appreciate your time today. And we're going to take them around and show them the rest of the shop.
Thank you, Casey.
Yeah. One of the things the Scotts are most proud of is actually one of their accomplishments is all the ball clubs that they actually support. They've been doing some of these different teams for 25 years as we go through, and you can see on the wall that this is something they enjoy. Anything to do with children, the Scotts are involved with. They like to give back to the community, and this is just one small way that we can actually do that. There's actually a little thing on Mike Scott when his business was 3 years old in Big Son's Homes. So quite a legacy they've got going, and we enjoy supporting the teams each year. I want to take you around here and kind of show you the main hub of our service center over here. We've got Dan Geimenhauer and Scott Williams as our service manager, and what they're doing is they're actually taking phone calls that come in through all the 7 counties. They're placing them on the left-hand side. They go in a column. So when you call into Mike Scott Plumbing, it goes over to the left-hand column, and all the ones above there are tech names. So what they do is they set you over with a time frame and put a tech on there when you go over to the column, and then get the fastest tech to you who's open. So I'm going to take you through and show you some of the other hubs as well. Most of our employees, just about all our employees, wear several hats over here, and Brittany is no different. Brittany actually helps run our H2O division, as well as helping with the columns that come here, as well as our label advertising, labels for the water. So that's just one more thing that she does. So each employee probably has about 2 or 3 different titles. Here we're going to meet Wendy. She's kind of the buffer between there. She's been with us for a little over 10 years, and she is the source of the sales of the service techs, as well as the customers that call in. And what Wendy does is she places each service tech over to the jobs on there. She can also, if somebody have an emergency, she can switch over and see where the techs are at, each and every person.
I'll show you that.
Right through here, she can. So if you have an emergency situation and you need the closest truck to you, she can actually dispatch that person to you right away with our fleet system. It also tells us when our techs are speeding, if their trucks are idling too long, burning the gas. But one of the benefits is it keeps our insurance down, and each job that she puts into them goes automatically to the GPS, so they're not trying to type it and drive along. So it's a safety feature more than it is anything. And she is vital to the company, and we could not do without her.